Hi, my name is Amy. Thank you very much for watching, and let's make some bad financial decisions together. So, I'd like to talk to you today about why I'm thinking about starting a options ladder with BITO. And let me back up just a little bit. First of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Do not take any of this as financial advice. I'm pretty messy right now, so this is for entertainment purposes only. Um, and I'll explain what's going on, but like this, do not emulate this. You will have a bad time. So, my condo is for sale. I have an offer, and we did a counter offer, and they haven't accepted or walked away yet. However, they did get back to us yesterday, and they want a $10,000 credit because a light bulb in the bathroom needs to be changed. So I'm letting my realtor deal with them, but I'm not very confident that this particular offer will be ratified. But it did make me realize that my logic was a little wrong when I sold the puts for Misty. And I was just feeling like, hey, like I'm never going to sell my condo, so I may as well, idly do options. And um, with margin, when it's still a, an option that's open, it's collateral, and therefore you don't earn interest on it in the meantime. And so what I was thinking is like I wouldn't mind buying Misty for $18. I got a $93 premium per contract for the ones that expire in October. So I was like, well, with the premium, I can buy more. Or actually, in that point, I just was paying off my margin so that I would have less percentage of margin. I wanted to buy into RDTE, so I was looking for ways to, get more money. But I need ways, or I also, because of the offer that is out that's not ratified, that we're negotiating, I did take out my 401k loan on Friday, which means I have $10,000 arriving in the mail, and then it will go into sometime next week. I'll receive it, and then it'll take 5 or 6 days for it to clear the check in my bank account. So if this offer doesn't ratify and they walk away, and I don't receive another offer before my that $10,000 settles in my bank account, then what I'm going to do is take that $10,000 and put it in my Robinhood account and sell puts, because I have found an option that works for me, that it'll expire in less than a quarter. Or actually, let me give you some more background in this. I don't mind Misty. I love Misty. I want to buy Misty all the time. But their options are only every quarter. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to have to buy back these puts, because that's what I'm going to have to do if this offer ratifies. I'm going to have to buy back all of these. That way I have enough money in my account so that I can do a margin withdrawal, which is where you withdraw your margin into an external account as a personal loan that uses your money as collateral. So a lot of people recommend doing something like SPY, but it is $568. I don't have $50,000 to mess around with things. I barely have $24,000 on a good day. So I don't feel that comfortable going into SPY, but like what is in my price range that I could do. And there's also like mainstream things that I could do, like SoFi, but SoFi has been losing a lot of money. Like over the last 5 years, 30%. Like that's not great. I don't really want to be in that. And there's also like GameStop, which is a meme coin, but no, I'm not that interested in that either. So I was looking, and BITO actually has weekly expiring options. So what I'm probably going to do is set up a ladder which is both like if I have multiple contracts, I would have it expiring on the same day but at different price points. But also, like I would have one contract out at $19 here, and then one in 13 days, and it's the same price, but I would get more premium the further out it is. And so, as you know, September 27th, this expires, I can then buy a new contract that is a month out and get higher premium. And there, so from the time frame between now and when I ratify ratify an offer, I will probably do an option strategy with the $10,000 if this one that is currently on the table doesn't go through. That way, the money I'm paying for the loan, it's not just sitting. It's not even a high yield savings account. It's a checking account. I get like 0.1% interest. I may as well put it into Robinhood and use these options. The premium that I would earn from this, I would put into, well, if Bitcoin is up, fiat if it is under $20, and if not, I buy BITO. And then if it's up and it's under fiat is under $20, I buy fiat, and if Bitcoin is down, then I buy MSTY. And in that way, I'm going to have just like a bubble that is all Bitcoin strategy within my portfolio. And then that leaves me with my round hill, the XDTE, QDTE, and RDTE. And I can do another wheel that has the AMZY, Alti, and Nvidia. And so I'll just have like two different wheels that I'm working with in my portfolio. But after I have my closing date, and before next summer, when the $20,000 for my credit cards, my 0% APR credit cards are due, I think I will also have a option wheel with BITO going on, because a few reasons. If I sell a put and I get assigned with BITO, then BITO has, on average, been paying about $1.20 per month. So it's actually not that different than selling the put in the first place. And then, actually, I'd probably get less, like, the premium is less than if I just owned BITO. But I'd be putting out the contract for less money than what present-day BITO costs. So there's that. But also, if I don't get assigned and I can continue renewing the contracts, then in the summer, I can like taper off my ladder, and then I'll just have cash. And so I don't have to worry about capital gains on those, or capital losses, and then just not be able to, buy into the funds for 31 days because I had a loss. So it's kind of like a weird strategy, and it's born out of desperation on my part. But like for me, selling puts and options only really makes sense to get into these positions after, like, I'm not on a time crunch. And did I mention that Roundhill is coming out with a weekly pair that is based off of Mr. So, based off of MicroStrategies? Because it's only going to take like a month or two of me having my own options letter and looking at the Roundhill options letter and just replace my cobbled together technique with their more sophisticated approach. Because I think paying someone to manage it in the long term, I'm going to make more money than this BITO wheel that I'm going to do. And it will be more consistent money. And with the distributions, I really can, like, I would buy into either MSTY or Fiat or BitU, depending on the pricing of MSTY, or like who's paying next, really, and then taking a portion and putting it back into the new Round Hill fund that is coming out someday. They haven't announced when it's coming out, but they did the SEC filing. So, like, I would probably do a similar technique as what I have with the other Round Hill funds, but just have it be Bitcoin. But right now, I need to be careful with, the amount of money that I have on margin, and like the capital gains and like taxes. For me in particular, like, I think I mentioned this before, but like, I'll have a very high balance with my margin withdrawal. So as I put money in, because I'm not paying $3,000 a month for my condo after closing. So as I pay the $3,000 off at like a month at a time, I can take a portion of that and use it as collateral and do options and get the premium and continue to grow my account. But I'm not taking out like new interest until it gets assigned. So I think everything about this is risky, but I'm just trying to get the most amount of money that I can in the shortest amount of time and dig myself out of this hole. I was not expecting to have to pay $40,000 to get rid of my condo. It's just been more than a year, and I don't want to pay. I've already paid $50,000. I don't want to pay another $50,000 just to say, like, I don't want to pay you $20,000 to close this. It just, everything about this sucks. But anyways, this is what I'm thinking about doing with BITO. And I forgot to show you, but there is something that's not BITO. That's not, because BITO's not a spot Bitcoin ETF. It is based off of futures, so it's not exactly Bitcoin. But there is Core Scientific, which is a Bitcoin mining company that also does some AI hosting. And so, like, they also have pretty, well, first of all, they're only $12 per share, but they also have weekly expiring ETFs. So, like, it's really not bad to, like, I can do a combination of BITO and CORZ in order to, like, get the most money from these options and to also diversify just a little bit, even though they're both Bitcoin strategies. So anyways, that was just my thought on this, and have a good day. Please like and subscribe if you'd like, and yeah, bye.